are you doing, sir?
Well, personally, I'm okay, but spiritually, I'm down.
I can imagine, but can you just tell us why? I think I can guess why, but maybe you can give us a fuller confirmation. Why is your spirit down, sir?
My spirit is so down because of what happened in Ghana almost 2 months ago. A Nigerian boxer came to fight in Ghana, and for whatever happened, which we have even pointed out to the Ghana GBA, the guy died, and as I speak with you, the body is still in the Ghanaian mortuary. It is the responsibility of the Ghana Boxing Authority and Ghana's government to repatriate this body back to Nigeria. But as I speak with you, even as I'm talking to you, the program going on in Nigerian radio is about this boxer. How can we be keeping a Nigerian boxer's body in Ghana for close to 2 months? This guy has an aged mother. He has a young wife with 2 kids, 2 years old and a 10-month-old child. You are still keeping the body in Ghana. Look at the mental torture of the family. Look at the mental torture of the Nigerian boxers who equally are doing the same trade with the guy that died. If it happened to a Ghanaian here in Nigeria, I wonder what the Ghanaians will be saying about Nigeria. The Ghana sports minister wrote to us that they put a 7-man committee in place to look at the circumstances on how this guy died. Yeah. Fine. The committee has since completed its work. Why are we still keeping the body in Ghana? The autopsy was conducted according to them. The committee took me on for 3 days here in Nigeria on interview, video interview. And my secretary, and of course the second that followed the boxer down to Ghana. But up till now, we're still in the dark of when they will bring this body back to Nigeria. Not only that, the guy fought in Ghana. His pulse is still being withheld in Ghana. Is that the way they do it in other climes? We should be serious. This is something that involved somebody's life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are attached to them. This guy is the breadwinner of the family. Now you are keeping his body. Let the big people, let this family bury their dead and foreclose this matter. Why is Ghana holding this body up to now?
I understand your concern, Dr. Oladipo, but I'm curious. Have you reached out to your Ghanaian counterparts, and what reasons have they given for this line of action that they have taken?
I am happy for that question. Even yesterday, I spoke to the GBA president. I used to speak to him every other day on this matter. And the irony, when that committee was put in place, the Ghana GBA president was not involved. I do not know how they are doing their things in Ghana. The man responsible for this game, president of the GBA, you put up a committee. You did not involve him, even if he's not a member of the committee. Have you asked him any question? I am telling you that from source, and this is authoritative, the gentleman was not involved, and up till now has not been involved.
Well, Dr. Oladipo, from what I know, I do know, and I also have inside info that the GBA president was called in, and because he's under investigation, so he was called in, he was asked questions, he gave his responses, and all of that I know is part of the final report that has been presented to the Ghanaian sports minister. So at least that's what I know from my own checks.
That is what you know, but that is not the true situation. I am here in Nigeria and I speak to Ghana every day. I speak to the GBA president every day. The GBA president spoke with me yesterday. I am the one I told him if I were in his shoes, I will walk up to the Honorable Minister of Sports in my country and tell him the peace of my mind. This is what the Nigerian people are saying. Yes, Oga, let me tell you, I and my board stopped a protest that was to be held yesterday in Germany.
Okay.
By the families of these people. They were going to the Ghanaian embassy in Germany to protest.
Okay.
But since Ghana is our brother, we now said they should hold on. Let us listen to them and wait for today before we can give them the go-ahead or not.
Okay.
As I'm talking to you, this matter is being discussed on Nigerian radio 91.3. If you have the opportunity, you can tune to it. It is very sad. They should tell us why they are keeping it, why they are holding to the body almost 2 months since after his death.
I as I said, I understand you. I sympathize with you on this. It is quite emotionally stressful for everybody involved, especially the family. We'll also find out what exactly is happening. But what I can tell you is that, of course, and you mentioned it, the committee has done its work. It has presented the report to the sports minister because the committee was put together at the behest of the sports minister. He asked for that investigation. So I am confident that we'll soon hear from the sports minister. Hopefully we should find a way forward so we all get closure, especially those who are emotionally involved in all of this. But Dr. Oladipo, I'm curious. I just want to find out, maybe I'm overreaching, but I'm curious. What will be the next step for the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control after all of this? Let's say you get the reports and you read and all. Outside this investigation that the Ghanaian authorities are doing, is there anything else the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control would want to do concerning this very sad incident?
We have taken and we are still taking so many steps to forestall occurrences like this. We pointed out to the Ghana Boxing Authority what went wrong with them. In fact, on the day they were interviewing me on video, the committee, incidentally, that was a day we were having a weigh-in boxing event.
Okay.
At the Sheraton Hotel in Nigeria. We had every boxer from Ghana, from Tanzania, from Australia, from Manchester, from England, from wherever. They came there and we were doing the weigh-in. And I stood them what we do in Nigeria, particularly having a pre-fight medical test 24 hours before a fight, which was not done in the case of Segun Success in Ghana. He was negligent on their side not to have conducted a pre-fight medical test before the fight took place. And I showed them on video. Their own boxers, Ghanaian boxers were there, and they saw the way we do it. We pointed it out to them that they were wrong. They were negligent in not doing that. I have been part of boxing the last 26 years of my life. I've been to Las Vegas, I've been to Cancun, Mexico. I've been all over the world witnessing boxing. And 24 hours to the fight, there will be what they call the weigh-in and the pre-fight medical test. Okay. Despite the fact that the boxer must have presented to get the GBA his certificate of state of health. But for us, we are keeping our fingers crossed. We will not say anything for now. If the GBA or the Ghanaian authority does the needful, yeah, we foreclose this matter. If not, we can go ahead and do something else. The boxing world is aware of what has happened in Ghana. And Ghana should not think that it is just there in Ghana. The WBC has spoken to us on this issue. And we're telling them we get back to them whatever happens from Ghana. So Ghana must do the needful and make us get the release of this body and allow the family to bury their dead. Honestly, it has been traumatic for the family, for the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, and even Nigerian boxers. They are not happy. So whatever step we will take, we will let you know. Ghana must have done what they want to do. I am appealing to you, sir, because we have involved our High Commissioner in Ghana. He's been meeting with them on this matter.
Yeah.
And we expect Ghana to please let us have the release of these corpses to Nigeria so that we can bury him.
All right, Dr. Oladipo, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. You know, we are still sharing our sympathies with you, the wider Nigerian boxing fraternity, and Olariwaju's family. We are hopeful, and I hope that we'll get a proper closure so all parties are very satisfied when all of this comes to an eventual end. And we'll also follow up to see what we can find and what information we can share with you so you can pass that on to the family as and when we can do that. So thank you once again, and we wish you the very best.
Yes, my brother, the earlier this thing is done, the better for both of us.
Yes.
The further delay of this may escalate to something that can smear the relationship between Ghana and Nigerian sports.
I hope it doesn't come to that. I'm sure things will be done soon, because we all don't want that. We all want to have a very good relationship with Nigeria in terms of sports and other things. So I'm in your corner, and I hope that we get a quick resolution to this so we can all close this chapter and look forward to better things.